name is Nakima Levy Pounds, and I am the president of the Minneapolis branch of the NAACP. I'm also a law professor at the University of St. Thomas and a civil rights attorney. We are out here in the freezing cold demanding justice for Jamar Clark and other victims of police violence. We are demanding that our government leaders be responsive to the concerns of the people on the north side who we feel have been neglected for far too long. We face double-digit unemployment in North Minneapolis. We face excessive force on the part of the police department. We face high rates of poverty, disparities in public education. The list goes on and on. It's completely unacceptable for those things to be happening here. And those were the ingredients that led to the shooting death of Jamar Clark, who was an unarmed African-American young man who died at the hands of the Minneapolis Police Department. And you can see that the people here are standing firm for justice, that they will not give up, that they will come back time and time again in the freezing cold until government leaders respond to our demands. And our demands initially included a federal investigation, which we have now received. We've also asked for the officers to be named who committed the crimes against Jamar Clark, or who killed him. Some don't believe it's a crime, but others of us do believe that crime occurred. And the federal investigation will show what actually happened. So we trust God to reveal what happened in that situation. But we're also asking for reform of the police department in the city of Minneapolis. We're asking for a release of the tapes of what happened to Jamar so that people can see for themselves what transpired. We're asking for there to be a jobs program for people on the north side. We're asking for the 4th precinct to be shut down and turned into a community center. Yeah. And in the alternative, we're asking for a state-of-the-art community center on this block for this community. Yeah. Now, interestingly, the 4th precinct has been the source of a lot of misery on the north side of Minneapolis because of all of the excessive force complaints that have come out of this particular precinct, and all of the people who have been arrested for low-level offenses and criminalized. The majority of the officers in the 4th precinct are white officers who do not live in the city of Minneapolis or on the north side, and who do not know the community. And that's a big part of the problem. We're saying that there needs to be more racial and ethnic diversity, people who speak different languages, not only in the 4th precinct, but across all the police departments in the city of Minneapolis. Additionally, one of the young sisters who was out here yesterday said that we need more EMTs of color. We need African-American EMTs. We need EMTs who are immigrants, who speak different languages so that they know how to relate to their own community, and that we don't have to constantly rely on people who don't live in our community to patrol our community and to render aid to our community. There are qualified people who look just like us who can do the job, and those are good paying jobs. And they would hopefully have cultural competency in how they deliver services. So there are other things that we're asking for from the city, but the bottom line is that we want justice, and that the people are saying that they are not willing to leave until we get justice. And I stand behind the people. I'm proud of my people. I'm proud of my community for coming together, for showing love, for showing solidarity, providing meals, providing gloves, hats, mittens, whatever people need. Thanksgiving dinner even outside the 4th precinct, that was groundbreaking. But those are the things that need to happen in this community. This 4th precinct used to be a community center. So why shouldn't it return to that and be a source of love and community building for a neighborhood that is hurting and that's tired of being neglected and ignored?